Guess who's back?
You're now listening to Unapologetic, the podcast, with your two hosts, Trey and Reg, discussing any and everything unfiltered.
All right, fuck it. What up, y'all? Y'all know who it is. Unapologetic the podcast, Dre, Reg. We are back here to give y'all another episode. What up with you, my man?
Man, cool and dog. Like I was telling you before we start recording, man, went on a fucking, I don't know, like a fucking, seemed like a damn duck hunt to get a damn Charger. Arguing with the man at Verizon. I shouldn't have went to Verizon anyway, because I don't fuck with Verizon. And ended up getting the wrong damn charge anyway, man. We gonna move on. Other than that, my little man celebrated his birthday yesterday, dog.
Shout out. The big four.
Yeah, man. We rocked out, man. His mom flew in up here to the DMV, and we were at my mom's house. Stepdad, he got his sister. He got his whole support system, man. So, man, he was in a whole different world, man. So I enjoyed it. He enjoyed it. All parties enjoyed it, man. Other than that, dog, like I said last week, my baby get ready to start school on Monday. So, I had to do things for her to get her together and shit. And, he next out to shoot, but we got a little bit for that, man. Other than that, dog. Cool. What's up with you, man? That's what's
up. Bruh. Everything, nigga. I done got scammed by hairstylists. Fucking sprinkler system malfunctioning. Dreading to see that damn water bill next month. Whole bunch of shit, dog. I mean, this is just, life kicking me in the dick and ass at the same time, nigga.
Yo, I understand.
Me. Damn. But man, I mean, you gotta look. If you can't bounce back, then I don't know what to say, man. I've been being in the army, you gonna take them L's.
Resiliency, sir. Resiliency.
Yeah, gotta be resilient, and I mean, you gotta take them L's just like you take them W's.
Yeah, both of the motherfuckers coming, believe that.
Yes, indeed, man. Yep. But I mean, besides that, man, all is well, man. Just trying to be a better person, do things, and improve on myself daily, and just man, I don't know, just enjoy life, and for the most part, man. That's about it, man. And
ain't nothing wrong with it, though.
Yeah, my baby girl Shania, she's in a dorm now at VCU. I'm about to roll up there sometime soon. See her, so moving along, man. Moving along. April didn't even unpack his bags. It got not April, I mean August. It didn't even unpack his bags. This shit almost gone. It's getting the fuck up out of here.
Bad.
But 23 seemed like that in itself.
Fast.
So yeah. But yeah, man, that's it, bro. I mean, it not a lot to complain about. I'm living, I'm breathing, so
That's the way I look at it, bro.
Absolutely, man. But all right, let's jump into the sports. We don't want your shit to die on you. I want to start off real quick by giving Sha'Carri a round of applause. Even though she did lose today?
The 200?
Yeah, the 200. They dug in her, but overall, I mean, the 100 is hers.
Yeah, right.
The 100 is hers. That's without a doubt. The 100 is hers. The 200, and might she got to put her head down and dig in a little more and still work. I think when she came in 4th or 5th in the 200.
I'm not sure. It doesn't matter.
I think it was 4th.
Gabby run that shit, dog.
Yeah, Gabby. So that's, but the 100, they ain't fucking with her.
Right.
As of right now, you want to see the 100, you got to come see Sha'Carri.
For now.
Yeah, for now. You got to come see her. But, and I just want to give her a shout out for resiliency you know, she stuck to it. She put her head down and went to work.
Oh, bigger version.
Right. So, you know, definitely big shout out to her. I do want to go back into that Wander Franco shit. We talked about last week. So, and this was the baseball player that they were saying allegedly he was fucking with a 14-year-old. The pictures are true, but the pictures are from like 6 years ago. He was 17, girl was 14. Family knew they was going with each other, dating or whatever. It was, you know, I guess approved by both family members. We said this last week. We said it's probably gonna be a cleanup job. That's what we said. But so apparently that's what happened. They were dating each other, but they haven't seen each other in like 3 or 4 years. She tried to extort him.
Right.
If he didn't give her $250,000 in a Benz, she was going to release pictures, and that's what she did, supposedly.
Okay.
So I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, you trying to get $250,000 in a Benz off somebody with 6-year-old pictures? That just makes no sense to me. I don't know, but
yeah, it's pretty stupid, man.
Sounds like, if that's true, it's very stupid. But it sounds like that could be a nice cleanup job, as we said last week. But I mean, hey,
the way though. Damn, that's wild.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's been some shystier shit that's happened.
Yep.
So, I mean, but yeah, had to clear that up. Harden fined $100K, right?
Yep.
Calling Maury a liar.
Yep. I mean,
no, they just made the rule. What, about a month or two ago, or whatever that rule is they made, that he actually fell in line in violation of, to where he got fined. And I think the fine is a bit harsh, but I think they're setting an example.
what does it do? Is it supposed to protect the coaches and the owners?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. Yeah. From I guess players and whatever. I mean, so I think what we talked about last week, and I mean, if they had a handshake deal, that's Harden's fault, because he fell for the handshake deal.
Yeah, he fell for the deal.
If Maury is not going to stand on what he's stand on as a man, his word, then I mean, I feel Harden, but hey. Well, I mean, we done seen this nigga give little baby birthday gifts more than $100K, so I'm pretty sure that he ain't really worried about that.
Yeah, and he's received.
Right.
Yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Like, James Harden ain't motherfucking worried about no motherfucking
No.
Yeah, this motherfucking charging now by me.
Oh, okay. But yeah.
I don't know how long. Keep it moving.
Yeah, we good. But yeah, I mean, just throw that out there, a little $100K. I mean, but they feeling it. I doubt anything's gonna happen with it.
They just need to figure it out, get the deal done, and move the fuck on from the saga, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's getting old. You don't. I mean, yes, you need him. Give him his fucking money. He want to go. You're not gonna send him away, so give him some money. Come on.
Well, so I think that's the big problem. What is his value right now? That's the question mark. You know?
I agree.
If you were owner right now, what are you looking for in return as a trade piece? Just off the top of your head. A player that you was like, you know what? A player or a package, compensations for Harden.
I mean, shit.
That's tough.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't answer off the top of my head, bro.
Me neither. Me neither. It's tough. Like, because I mean, I'm pretty sure if you thought about it enough, you could put together like a group of players, maybe a pick or two. But I mean, is Harden worth a top 10 pick these days?
Not from what he's shown.
I mean, it's hard. It's tough.
I mean, if you pair him up with the right people,
right?
probably.
Yeah, the right combination. Yeah. I did want to before we get out of sports, I saw this about Dwayne Haskins. I don't know if you saw it, but this new stuff came out, and it's a lawsuit that claims Haskins was drugged and robbed and extorted before being hit by the dump truck on the highway. It said Haskins was allegedly drugged and robbed by a man and 3 women. The allegations include and contention that the dump truck was speeding and driving carelessly and above the weight limit. That's all that's being reported right now.
So are they suing the dump truck company, or is that what they're doing?
That's a good question. I mean, hopefully we'll see more about it. That's all that I have right here. Just so they're saying it was, I guess, foul play. I don't know what what part the dump truck plays in it besides hitting him.
Right.
Or maybe it was because he was drugged, and that's the reason why he was on the highway, on the interstate.
Okay.
But it sounds like, with that, the dump truck was, as I said, speeding and driving carelessly and above the weight limit. So there's all bunch of I guess violations in that sense. But I don't know. I mean, it's just weird to see this, because where are these reports coming from, and what happened, drugged and robbed by a man and 3 women. Dwayne Haskins passed away early this year, or was it late last year? It was early this year. I want to say it was like January, February sometime, right?
I thought it was. I don't know, man.
Well, it might have been last season. I want to say it was this. But just for this news to come out, I'm like, okay, what we got going on?
Yeah. So I think, he died last year, April.
Okay. Wow. I don't know. I mean, hopefully, however it went down, hopefully the truth comes out, and whoever needs it gets closure and the answers that's needed. I think now that it's out there, I mean, hell, I would like to know what the hell happened is going on too. Now that they put it out there, because it's interesting.
Me too, dog. That's some wild shit.
Very, very. Fuck, I had something to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
It'll come back to me. I saw this headline. It said Apple will soon pay out between $310 million and $500 million to millions of users whose older devices slow down after software updates following a class action lawsuit.
Right. I saw that as well.
I need my money. Nigga, I done bought new iPhones just because I'm like, of course a newer version was coming out, but I'm like, this shit act a little funky. It's slow. I'm pretty sure plenty of us have upgraded because of some shit like that.
Yeah. I was doing all type of shit just to figure out what's going on with my damn iPad. And and I've had older iPads and old phone and all that shit short out, battery, like all that shit. I don't know. I might just tap into them as well, dog.
Yeah, I need to see whatever little like thing they got going online or that's gonna happen. You can put your name on it. I need whoever got that shit, send it to me if it's out yet. I need to send it.
I need a couple pesos.
Yeah. So apparently, Marcus Jordan and Larsa Pippen are engaged.
Yeah, I know. Said the date's coming real soon. It's very, very dirty, and he should be slapped in the mouth. That's all I got to say about that. Poor Uncle Scotty.
Jeez.
It's a dirty game, man.
Very. God, I mean, Lawson, I mean, I would say Lawson should know better too. To me, it's just some things like in lines you don't cross. And I think both of them are in violation. They violated. They violated Mike and Scotty.
Yeah.
Yeah. But motherfuckers say love make you do, but it's still they violated.
That's some wild shit, Reggie. That's some wild shit. We already talked about it though.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The Hollywood motherfucker with that bread live a different life. As much as they tell us or try to tell us that they normal like us, they're not.
Not at all, at all. And don't even. I mean, but they don't even pretend to. They tell us that shit, but they don't even like move and pretend to be normal like us. That's just by the actions they do. I mean, this is some like Lifetime movie script shit.
Jerry Springer shit.
Yeah. The fuck? So Arkansas's governor, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, said that Black history courses are banned in the state of Arkansas because it spreads hate against the U.S.
Who said it first? Florida. Florida did what they were doing. What they said that they were teaching that slavery was for the betterment of Black people, right?
Right, something like that. Well, Texas was probably the first state, right? That banned African American studies or some shit.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Like history. Okay, yeah.
I was going down the line.
Okay, yeah.
And now we have this for Arkansas. Am I surprised? Fuck no. Have you ever been to Arkansas before?
I have. It's kind of. I was there for about a day and a half.
That shit sucks.
Never want to go back.
That's some racist ass shit. It's so segregated, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Shit's wild, man.
I believe it.
And shout out to my people from Arkansas. I ain't going harder because I know some good people from Arkansas, man, and you do too. Yeah. So I'm trying to go on y'all, but that's a fucked up state, man. And,
it is.
And this is another example, dog. This is another example trying to erase history, dog. Trying to erase
exactly. Just the sentiment of it. It teaches hate towards the U.S.
Tell the truth, man. Damn. Tell the goddamn truth. But they also, on the other side of telling the truth, they say you shame the devil.
Right.
So,
but what it's actually teaching is what happened to slaves, whether it was being beat, it was being this, it was being that, whatever else. That's the real teachings, right?
What do you mean? What?
Like far as in so if they're going to dig into African American history and tell the real truth of it, okay, it's going to show the cruelty that Black people had to endure, the struggle.
Yeah, but it's also going to tell the truth about how we built this motherfucker. So
right.
That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. So I don't understand the it's teaching.
I never learned that. I never learned that in school. I learned about slavery in school and shit like that. Like right. they beat that in my head.
Mm-hmm.
They put that in, but they didn't really like point out the things that African Americans did or have done or still doing to make this motherfucker stay afloat. Now I didn't get that piece.
Right.
Except for George Washington Carver and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Washing machines, peanut butter and shit like
right.
that.
Yeah. So to kind of stay in that realm, also the great state of North Carolina.
Yep.
The House has passed a bill to limit racial teachings as well.
Yep.
And it's going to ban public school teachers from discussing certain racial topics that legislators equate to critical race theory or something like that.
Right. This shit is stupid. Like, stop lying to these kids, dog.
Yeah.
Stop lying. Tell them the fucking truth. Just tell them the truth. Shit. You live in this make believe fucking world, dog. Tell motherfuckers the truth, man.
What it just gets like stupider and stupider.
Yeah.
You teach us about European history, which I mean, Europeans came here and they, but the true people, I guess, here in America, that this country was built off of Blacks, Indians, the minorities, teaching that history is considered or deemed to be a problem.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know what for. Like, at the end of the day, man,
how do you tell the real story of America
without that?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Tell me the truth. That's the point I was making. Like, don't just tell me about George Washington Carver and guys like that. Don't and they are a part of history, yes, man. But at the same time, bro, don't MLK me to death.
Right.
Tell me the real story.
Yeah. And while it's nice to hear that,
no disrespect to MLK,
right? Yeah. And while it's nice to hear that, it's a lot more to it than that. A lot more. You're not even scratching the surface by teaching us MLK, Malcolm X.
Shit, hey, and that's the asterisk beside Malcolm X. Let's talk about, but we don't got to talk about it, actually. It's a big ass asterisk beside that, but I won't go into it.
So, yeah, I don't. Anywho, Halle Berry.
Yeah. Ooh, shit.
Divorce has been finalized, right?
Mm-hmm.
She agreed to pay $8,000 in child support to her ex-husband. Now, I'm gonna put this out right now. I don't see a problem with it. If it was her and he had to pay her $8,000, I wouldn't see a problem with it. I mean, it is what it is. But as I scroll social media today and yesterday, I'm looking up and down, and this man is called everything from a no good ass man. Why does he need $8,000 a month to take care of children? What kind of man can respect theirself by receiving money from a woman to take care of their children? All this. I'm like, well, this when the shoe was on the other foot, what's the problem?
And listen, they say we do women bashing on this show from time to time. Like, and we're not bashing Halle Berry. I mean, and we're not bashing her ex-husband.
But no, she agreed to it. Yes. Yeah, we definitely. Yeah.
It is what it is. Like, I mean, $96 grand, if that's what it is, right? $96 grand a year.
Probably, yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, $96 grand a year. So it's like, she has a lifestyle. She has money. She doesn't have custody of her children, obviously. That's a whole different story. I don't know. I don't know maybe she didn't want custody of her children. I don't know. However, based on the type of money that she makes, much like what child support is decided, when men do it, women are no different. It's going to be based on your money. Hey, you make this money, you got this money, you worth this much, you can pay this. It is what it is. People need to shut the fuck up with all that. One man and all that shit. So what? He's still the primary custodial parent. Right. Like, it's what it is.
And obviously, if she agreed to it, that $8,000 a month ain't hurting nothing for her.
Come on, man. What's that? What's 96 grand to somebody like Halle Berry? Honestly.
I.e., Safari, a man getting child support is crazy. He might as well put on a dress.
Shut the fuck up, Safari, bitch ass.
Yeah, absolutely not. Like, I mean, I can't rock with it. I can't rock with it. What? Tell the truth, Safari. That's what we gonna call it. Tell the truth. I can't rock with it.
Hey, guess what? He didn't make what would be the thing. At the end of the day, he didn't make the children by himself. I don't know what type of job he has or what he got going on. I don't know who the guy is. But at the end of the day, he's not the only. It takes two, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It takes two.
It takes two. I saw this statistic that said and this don't apply to them because they are not in our tax bracket or any tax bracket close to us. But it said to for the average people to live an above average lifestyle and not live paycheck to paycheck, it takes at least 3 incomes. The man's income, the woman's income, and then if they have a little, side hustle on the side or they're making money, doing some other things. And that's above average and not paycheck to paycheck. That's what it says.
I believe that.
But so even if it wasn't him, if it wasn't man, I was awarded full custody of my daughter when my divorce went through. I didn't get child support, but I didn't ask for it either. I mean, had they gave it to me, then I probably, I don't know if I would have rejected it, turned it down or not. I mean, thank God I didn't need it, but hell, my children ain't living a kind of lifestyle or accustomed to the kind of lifestyle that H.Berry children are. So it's a complete difference. But yeah, like I said, I don't see nothing wrong with it. And I'm definitely, I wouldn't shame this man. I wouldn't shame you or any other man that's receiving money from a woman for children or fucking alimony or spousal support, any of that shit.
Me neither, dog.
You put in work, it just looks crazy for me to say, she wasn't shooting with you in the gym, but she made sure this meal was cooked or this was done. You know what I'm saying? When you got home, but then when the shoe was on the other foot and it's a man, I'm pretty sure there are some things that he did for her, whether it was gas up the car, she ain't never had to touch the gas pump or do this or do that or cut the grass, whatever. So hey, the man earned it. He earned it. Fuck it.
I don't know about earning. I mean, I think that word is a bit much. But
well, yeah. He didn't. The children earned it. That's theirs.
He deserves it.
Right.
He deserves the money. The money, he deserves it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no crime being committed for him receiving the money for the children.
Absolutely not. And he's not less of a man in my book.
Mine either.
In my book. Anyway, I see Donnie turned himself in today.
Yeah, I saw that too, man.
Mug shot and everything is out.
Yeah.
13 charges related to efforts to overturn his 2020 election loss in Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be the end of that. Nigga, he probably walked in like, hey, where y'all want me to take this picture at? Oh, over here. Okay. Click. I'll holler at y'all. Hey, yeah. Tell me when my next court appearance is. And that's
quick. I got it playing the case.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Hold on. Now, time. Yeah. That's probably exactly what happened. I mean, I don't expect much to come from that at all. And the nigga will be on the damn campaign trail next year.
You bet your motherfucking bottom dollar.
And have hella supporters.
You can bet your bottom dollar on that too.
Mm-hmm.
Probably gonna win this shit. That's a different topic for a different day.
Yeah. Soulja Boy said, when I came in the game, they said I killed hip hop. But really, I birthed a new wave of hip hop with the internet and streaming ahead of my time. Now everyone vlogs their career like me. Now everyone uploads their music to the internet. Now everyone goes live for their fans. I started it. Thank me or not, flowers or credit or not, Big Draco started this.
It's true.
Very true.
Especially the fucking loser.
Right.
Right. And like for the shit that he does, I mean, it's true, dog.
Yeah.
It's true.
Can't take it away from him.
It's true. He started a trend. He put a new formula in the pot, mixed that shit up, and now people are eating off of it. It's the norm. Remember when he did it, it was like, oh wow, he did this, he did that. How the fuck did he do that? Now, how do you get big without doing it? So the truth, man.
That's what they're looking for. They ain't even looking for how hot you are. They looking for how many followers you got, how much social media influence you are, and buzz. Absolutely.
Buzz first.
Yeah.
The buzz is first. And in your buzz, I'm speaking about social media following and shit like that.
Yeah.
Your buzz first. If you ain't cracking, nigga, fuck your lyrics. Nigga, you ain't cracking, you just ain't cracking.
Right.
Sorry, you can't make us no bread.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Because that means we don't have to build you. You already got your following built. So
there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Did it. Healing before dating or dating while you're healing?
Heal first, man. Heal first.
That's what
attempt to.
That's what I say. I attempt to. I had a conversation about that, and it was interesting, some of the responses I had, but I think you should attempt to heal as much as you can, or heal before you bring whatever baggage or whatever. You're gonna still bring baggage, but whatever that is that you're healing from with you to somebody else. You have to at least have attempted to, and you're on, you're making some kind of progression to that.
I agree.
I'm pretty sure you have dealt with motherfuckers that wasn't over somebody.
Yeah.
And that shit wasn't the most pleasant experience. For me, no. It wasn't.
No.
I've seen this shit floating around, and I think we talking about a bunch of shit that was posted on social media today. I've seen this shit floating around. I can't wait to meet the man that's gonna help me heal and change my life. And I'm just like, well, why the fuck are we looking for somebody to heal you? Help, yes, but I think you should already have that cooking. That pot should be warm and in the works before you expect me to help you heal the company. Because hell, how I look like healing you if you ain't even making the effort.
I agree, sir.
So
how you looking for healing in someone else? Doesn't make sense.
Oh my God. Let me see what we got here. Let me see what we got here. I'll give you a example. Oh, can't find it. Anyway, I believe that's what I think. I think the healing, and I think the healing is more for yourself. In it at that anyway. I think the healing is more for yourself because you actually learn who you are. You know what I'm saying? By through that process too. Not saying you have to be completely healed, but I think and healing is always going to be an ongoing process too.
Agreed.
So someone said healing is linear and can't always be completed when you're isolated from others, but you don't necessarily have to be isolated from anybody. The real healing is often done when you're in a relationship with someone. So having a partner who is willing to work with you through the phases of healing is actually pretty valuable, which I agree in some sense, but I don't know or think that's when the real healing is done.
Well, I think that, at the end of the day, you're talking about healing, and where's all the independence at?
Right.
You screaming that I'm independent as fuck. Well, heal independently.
Oh, Dre. Oh, tell the truth, Dre. Who told you to tell the truth?
Tell the truth, shame the devil, dog.
Now. Now. I agree.
Where's the lie?
It's not. It's not at all. It's not. It's not. I think, but I do think in a relationship.
Hold on. And that's not gender specific. Let's be clear.
Definitely not.
Before they jump on, it's not gender specific. Shoot, whatever.
But I do think whatever process or whatever you did to heal, I think I think the test comes when you get in a relationship.
Yeah, for sure.
That's where the test comes. You find out if you really have healed or not, because something's gonna happen and it might trigger some shit, and it all comes down to how you handle it. So, it kind of works hand in hand a little bit, but I think the biggest part, the most important part, is taking that time to yourself, like we said. But whatever. Do you think women lose value with kids, the more kids they have? There's a lot of women that said that. I saw this on a post.
Unfortunately, society will tell us yes.
Okay.
And the reason why is because it's about what the next man is willing to take on. Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's just the reality of it, man. And some men out here, they just aren't willing to take care of someone else's kid or help raise someone else's kid.
Right.
I don't know if it devalues them, but in the eyes of society, it does. I mean, it doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't take away who you are as a person. It doesn't. But in society's eyes, like I said before,
right.
Yes. But it works both ways. Guess what? Because there's men out here that's single with children, and guess what? Some women will be like, "Oh, I could come in here and make his house a home."
Mm-hmm.
But other women gonna be like, baby mama drama. Forget about it.
Baby mama drama. I don't want. Yeah, man, he got kids. I don't want to deal with. I feel you. Yes. And it's not. Well, saying that is not a bad thing, because, like I said, on this blog or this post I saw, most women were saying that, and it ain't got nothing to really do with what it may sound like. It's just the fact that, like you said, there are men that aren't willing to take on 3, 4, 5, 6 children. Most women were saying that. Like, I found, unfortunately, I found it harder to date, being a single mom with 4 children than it was when I had one child, or that, and I mean it like you said, does it really mean they're devalued? It doesn't. But by whatever society says or the norms, it does. The dating pool and everything else gets a lot smaller for them.
Agreed, man. Agreed. It's a dirty game.
Now, you said that as far as in the man, what else you think devalues a man?
Multiple wives. Multiple children.
Mm-hmm. There's income.
It is income.
Fuck.
Which could trickle down to the way he dresses or where he lives.
True.
But I think the income is the biggest one.
We'll come back to that one.
I think income is the biggest one.
Yeah. Yeah. Sadly. So in 2023, do you think men want to be chased, or do you think they just prefer or want mutual effort?
So I think you can look at this a few different ways, Reg. A few ways. I think it's a little bit of both, man. And I know that's an easy cop out, but I think it's a little bit of both because you got some men that are fed up, like it's till 2023. Dog, it's old for that traditional shit, man. It's over for that shit.
We've evolved. Just like
Right.
we've evolved, men have evolved.
Right. Then they look at it like, well, if you know, I know some guys that think, well, god damn it, if it's an influx of single women, then shit, they need to set their fucking game up to not be single no more. Instead of waiting for someone to come chase them. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's
you also have men that are let's say well off. You have these six-figure guys, and
okay.
And that's not the average income for a man. So, and a lot of these six-figure guys feel like, hey, you gonna have to come at me better than you coming at the nigga that's making 75 or 65 or 60. Like I'm truly a prize.
Well, I'm a six-figure guy.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end of the day, I probably shouldn't have said that. But at the end of the day, I don't think about, hey, I don't think about my income as far as how I should be addressed by anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't. But again, there are some dudes, like you said, I agree with you. Some dudes are like that. I don't personally know any, but I've read stories, I've read blogs, I've heard, barbershop talk
Mm-hmm.
on the topic, man. So, you
Mm-hmm.
know, but on the back end of that, it goes back to, some guys are also like, hey, they want the old school way. They want the traditional way. They want that. They want a woman. They feel like, uh, you know, they go by what the Bible says. He who finds a good woman finds a good thing. Not I'm sure I didn't say it verbatim, and the key word is find. So that means you got to
Right.
look,
Uh-huh.
right? My whole thing is, man, is I'm not saying necessarily the Bible is it's a contradiction. I'm not saying it at all, but at the end of the day, it goes back to, if I am if you want me to be traditional, right, and chasing you in the chase or courting you, this, that, and the third, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about men. Then we need to keep this traditional shit across the board.
Which is it's extremely difficult, damn near impossible. But yeah, Josh Downs dropping easy pass. I'm sorry, I'm getting off the top, but Josh Downs dropping easy shit. But so but along with, okay, this guy feeling a certain way because of his financial status or whatever else, you also got guys that have crazy options.
Yep. Yep.
And feel like, hey, look, you ain't just like women, you ain't the only one.
Right.
Just like I might not be the only one that's checking for you. But
right.
Hey, it might be a motherfucker that's badder than you. Not saying you have to chase me, but
okay.
I feel like this effort, I'm not chasing you more than you chasing me or anything else. And the reason why I asked that is because of the shit that's floating around. This generation of men want to be chased so damn bad. Okay, well, I'm not doing it, little mama.
Right.
So that's why I asked is it that men want to be chased, or are they just looking for mutual effort?
Some do. Some want to be chased, man. Like I said, some want to be chased. Some want the effort.
I think I'm an effort type. I like look, to me, A little effort goes a long way. I get effort. I'm probably gonna double the effort.
Okay. Effort goes a long way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But so when women say that, the thing is, I think the majority, I'm not gonna say all, the majority is women, because nigga, I don't know how many times I hear this lie. If you ask a woman how many niggas they got in their DM, oh, ain't nobody in my DM. No, okay, right. The majority of these women have niggas in their DMs, left and right. So therefore, that's the part of the chase. It might not be the man you want in your DMs, but it's niggas chasing.
Okay.
Now that man you want to chase you, he might be one of them niggas that got the options that he don't have to chase. He might have fucking Ice Spice or Sweetie or somebody is, giving him attention too. Never know.
Well, she don't gotta be look crazy in the face. She could be a woman that just puts forth that effort.
Yeah, or puts forth that effort and that same thing that they tell us. Hey, if he wants another nigga that will, just like if she wants another one that will.
Facts.
Let's stop telling the truth, dog. Stop telling the truth. Let's stop telling the truth. All right.
I think we got a title.
There we go.
Stop telling the truth.
There we go. Let me see. Let's get some of these truths out the way. This was a easy but interesting one. Do you think fear is natural or taught?
I think it's natural.
Okay.
I think it's natural. For sure. Like at the end of the day, there's certain things that you don't rock with that I don't have an issue with, and vice versa. And it might be from personal experiences and things of that nature, dog. So I don't think it could be taught, but I think primarily it's not taught.
Yeah, I think it's natural, but I think I think taught it's a little bit of that taught in there. Because it might be some things that we didn't necessarily have a fear of, but we were told that don't touch that, don't touch the stove, don't do this, don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And you might have been scared of it from that. Not specifically that, but yeah.
I mean, I get where you're going, but I'll push back on that. Nobody taught me to be afraid of rats. I'm terrified.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but
I'm fucking terrified of rats.
Yeah, you don't ever think you can get over that?
Fuck no. I think I was a fucking elephant. I think I was Dumbo in my life before this one. I think I'm fucking Dumbo. I am terrified of fucking rats. Nobody taught me that.
Have you ever been scared of heights?
So, it's funny that you say something about heights.
Let's talk.
So,
yeah, me too.
Roller coasters and shit, I'm cool. I can get on any roller coaster and shit. But you try to tell me to get on a hot air balloon going low as fuck, I won't do it. I've jumped out of planes and did skydiving. But if we're going like skyscrapers and shit like that, or like the stratosphere in Vegas,
yeah,
bro, I couldn't even stand. I was to the top of it. I couldn't even stand up, bro. I couldn't even stand up.
I'm the opposite. I don't like heights, but you couldn't tell a motherfucker that I don't. They even when we was in St. Lucia's past time, I told him like I don't fuck with heights. Like I don't like heights, but I'll skydive, I'll parasail. zip line, all that shit, but I won't get on no fucking roller coaster. I won't do that shit.
No shit.
So that's why I say I'm the opposite. Yeah, I won't get on a roller coaster. I have no idea.
The slow. So would you get on a hot air balloon?
On what?
A hot air balloon.
I probably would. Yeah.
That shit's too fucking slow for me, dog. I can't do it, bro.
Parasailing is kind of like that. It's kind of you just up there hanging and floating.
Okay. Well, when I did skydiving, you can't even really tell that you're falling.
Yeah.
You cannot tell.
Right.
I couldn't tell. Like I was just in the air. Like you can't tell.
Yeah.
That you're falling out the sky, though.
Right. Now zipline is different because ziplining you're actually like
yes, it's fast.
It
was straight to the point. That's the way I view. That's the way I view roller coasters, right?
Right.
Like I think you probably don't like the anticipation of when shit's gonna get real.
Probably that too. And the drops and all that other shit, probably.
That's what I'm talking about. Like,
yeah.
They're so fucking slow. Like, whereas for me, I know in my mind, I'm like, all right, I know what's coming. This shit is slow, but in a couple of seconds, this shit's about to pick up. And we're gonna get back in. Whereas a hot air balloon, dog, just thinking about that, like, or even being up in the sky, like in like the stratosphere. I use that example.
Yeah.
Like I'm just standing up this motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm looking down at buildings that I know are tall as fuck.
Right.
Just standing there. That shit freaks me the fuck out, cuz.
Now, when we was in Dubai, we were staying in the towers, and it's a tower here, tower there, and it's a bridge that links the towers together, like just a bridge that you walk across. And that bridge is completely made of glass. Nigga. Like you walking across that shit and you just like looking like
that, yeah.
That shit fucked me up. I was like, I'm holding on this shit. That shit fucked me up, dog.
I can't do it.
That shit fucked me up. But yeah, I'm the opposite. I mean, I don't like heights. I don't like heights, but I do shit like that and motherfuckers be like, how the fuck you don't like heights and you out here skydiving, you parasailing, you zip lining. I was on that motherfucking tram in the rainforest that's way up in the sky, taking you above the trees. And you know how tall them fucking trees are and shit in the rainforest. And we above all that shit. And I'm looking over the side and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I look over the side, but I'm like, oh, yeah.
But I was the same way. I was like, oh shit, like, oh. But then the only thing bad is like it stops every like minute or two, you know, just for to look around and shit. When it stops, right. You just sitting there, you like, oh my god, like, nigga, get this shit fucking moving. Like, let's go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. All right. When looking for a spouse, find somebody that loves you enough to judge you. We as humans naturally hate to be judged, right? Especially if it's negative.
Right. Yeah. We don't like to be judged.
But this saying, you should find you something when you're looking for somebody that loves you. You should find somebody that loves you enough to judge you.
To judge you.
Now, if it's, I can see if it's like, I guess you're trying to help me, not degrade me or
judging someone though.
That's a good.
Because if you judge them, you hold it against them. If you're judging someone, you hold whatever it is that whatever the top, you're holding it against them. So that's not. True. So if someone's trying to help you,
they shouldn't judge you.
Better you, then that's not necessarily judgment, is it? I don't think so.
Can you positively judge someone? I don't think so. It don't sound right.
That doesn't even make sense to me. So I'm gonna say no.
If I say but then it wouldn't be judging. It would be looked at as a compliment. If I say something like, so if I say, I'll try to give 2 examples, and this shit might not come across the right way, because it might, sound crazy. If I say, my nigga Dre loves shoes,
Okay.
but his style of taste in shoes is terrible, that's judging you, right?
Yeah.
But if I say my nigga Dre loves shoes, he always got the hottest shoes that come out, then it's a compliment, right?
Yeah.
But it couldn't be looked at as judging. I'm just asking.
Well, it all depends, because I don't know if this is the exact word, if this was the exact word used, but didn't MLK say judge me by my character? Did he use the word judge? Did he use the word judge?
He did.
So I guess I guess you have to look at it as not just being negative.
True.
That is correct, right? Don't judge me by the color of my skin, right?
Right. Mm-hmm. But my character, yeah.
Yeah. So I think, we look at it when someone says judging, we use it in a negative light.
Mm-hmm.
But in all actuality, I stand corrected. It's not always negative.
True. Judging, and we know what the fuck judging are. We are pretty intelligent. To form an opinion or a conclusion about. So it could be positive or negative, I guess. It doesn't specifically
go both ways.
Yeah.
Go both ways.
All right,
okay.
So
okay.
I would just have to see like how that person can in the relationship tense love you enough to judge you, and I'm going to assume that the reason that they're judging you is, I guess it could be to better you, but it also could be in support of or whatever. I don't know. That just confuses me now. The more and more I look at it and think about it. I don't know. Moving right along. As a man, you love more for who you are or what you can do or provide? Oh, is that a bad question? I don't want to put you on the spot or put us on.
No, you ain't put me on shit. I'm gonna answer it truthfully.
Truth.
Put me on shit. I think it goes down to I think it comes down to the person that we're talking about loving you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's not a general. Hey, you're most like we can go off what most people do, or what again we always say all the time what society says.
Right.
But I want to be judged off, or not judged, but loved based on who I am as a person. I want that. Is that going to always happen? And I'm not just talking about relationships. I'm not talking about intimate relationships, just intimate relationships. I'm talking about relationships, period.
Mm-hmm.
Of all sorts.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be loved. If you're gonna say you love me for who I am.
Right.
Not for what I can do for you.
Absolutely.
Or you know what I mean? Like I don't.
In a perfect world, yes, indeed. Because
Mm-hmm.
Because we both have friends like that that friendship is predicated off of what you might feel like is predicated off what you can do for that person. Right. You'll never hear from that person until they need Dre for something, or they're in a tight spot.
Man.
So yeah,
Real spill, bro. Real fucking spill.
Yeah.
I had a homie, man. I had heard from it, nigga, probably 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Man, asked me what was going on with me. I told him, man, I'm just cooling, man, taking care of my babies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Doing this, doing that, whatever. He's like, oh, okay, that's cool. Well, I need this. My
Man.
nigga, I just told you what I got going on. I just told you you know what I'm saying? I just told you what the fuck's on my plate. The fuck makes you think I'm gonna take off my baby's plate and give it to you?
Right.
I just told you what I had going on. That's some wild shit, man.
Niggas be like, oh, you
I would have rather you
just
not.
on the outside looking in, they think you got it.
I would have rather you not ask me what was going on with me and just ask me what the fuck you need.
Yeah, straight up. Tell me what you need from me off the bat.
Skip the preliminaries, dog.
All the small talk and the formalities. Yeah, kill that shit. Tell me what you need from me. Didn't Drake say that? I wish people would tell me exactly what they need from me. The second they see me, I'm not with all that, whatever. But yeah. Here's a series of questions. I'm gonna try to so we can answer these shit. I'm gonna try to which is harder to find, good sex or a good person? A good person for me is harder to find, but if finding good people is so hard, why doesn't that seem to get in the way of having sex?
Bro, I don't give a damn about that shit. A good person is hard to find.
Right.
You can skip all that extra shit with people saying, bro, a good person is hard to find.
Mm-hmm.
You can strike gold with sex. Sex is about how you make the person feel.
Right.
But that's on you.
Right.
It's on them. It's on you.
Yeah. So that follow-up says, if a good person is so hard to find, why isn't it that hard to find good sex? Why doesn't that get in the way of having good sex? Do your requirements for having intercourse with someone differ from what you require in that person?
Yeah, what the fuck? We talking about, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, we don't have to go into what would we require to date someone versus what we require for the physical connection. That'll be a whole nother podcast in itself.
Two completely different things.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, so sometimes, like you said, it's just a physical connection because your requirements for whatever you need mentally, physically, to stimulate you are different. A different stimulation for physically, but some people are turned on more by other things. I mean, hell, for us, some fat ass and some titties might just be suffice for that time and moment. You know what I'm saying? So it's, I mean, that's not a hard one to figure out.
No.
Not a hard one to figure out at all. I think that is all I have. In Brazil, the Supreme Court has ruled 9-1 that homophobic hate speech is now punishable by prison.
The world's changing, dog.
But you can still
but what about freedom? Yeah, you still right? No. I wasn't done. The world is changing.
Uh-huh.
And you have to I think bottom line is it's all about freedom of speech, man. Right? It's about freedom of speech. That's the way it read. Because I started earlier. That's the way it read to me.
Mm-hmm.
Can't take away people's freedom of speech, dog.
Mm-mm.
Now, what come after that is something else. Like somebody talks some shit and it goes left, then so be it. But you can't. I mean, well, but then again, we're not talking about America. talking about Brazil.
Right.
So they live by a different set of rules. Their constitution is not our constitution, if you even have one in the first place. I don't know. I'm ignorant when it comes down to what Brazil got going on.
But you
so
know,
I don't know how they country give it up.
In these countries, right? Interesting, and you know, you're well traveled. You're well traveled. I am. A lot of our listeners might not be. Who knows? But in these countries, some of it's worse than America, as far as in how they treat people of our color, people of color. There are countries that have. I'll use Colombia for example. The country of Colombia. All the black people stay on this side of the country that they call blue fields or some shit. Like they've pushed them to the worst part of the country. Is poverty, crime, violence, everything over there. Why? Because they don't have any of the resources that they have on this whole other side of the country. A lot of the other countries are like that, as far as in where they push black people or people of our color out on the outskirts. Brazil, Belize, Chile, a lot of South American countries I've been to are primarily like that. And while you say yes, you know, they fall by a different set of rules as us, it's just interesting to see that and hear that far as in that, because you can still do that. You can still segregate, but you can't say nothing homophobic.
Hey.
Not saying I want to say anything homophobic. Anybody's listening. I don't have anything negative. I'm saying, yeah, you know how people, but yeah,
right.
But just interesting, man. Interesting. Anyway, before I get out of here, well, before we close this out, I saw this post, and the guy had was showing a roll of toilet tissue that was in the bathrooms, and it had like little spots or whatever on the side of the roll, right?
Yeah.
And he's, huh?
It's pretty gross.
Yeah, he said it was from junkies that are shooting up in the bathrooms. They're wiping the needles off on the side of the toilet tissue.
Okay.
So basically, he was saying, you know, for y'all using these public restrooms, be careful what you wiping your ass with, because it could be residue from a junkie's needle, whether it's blood or heroin or whatever they were shooting up, basically. But you know, yeah, just FYI for our listeners. Don't want to be out here drugged up. But
it's a public service announcement or what? Okay. Well, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there could be a PSA. Yeah, could be a PSA.
Yeah, you're right, though. Be careful how you wiping your bunghole.
But I mean, you know, we hear stories like this all the time. I mean, hell, there was one going around about motherfuckers putting razor blades on gas pump handles. People using in the movie theaters and sticking the needle in the seat cushions. And motherfuckers were sitting down poking it. I mean, all kind of dumb shit. But I mean, it just goes back to that, hey, am I going to live scared or am I just going to live life?
Roll the dice.
Fuck it. Yeah, all right. Let's get out of here, man.
Yeah, man. Well, you know, for me, man, as always, shout out to you, big dog, for keeping this thing afloat, man. Mm-hmm. I appreciate you, dog. You know, you keep this thing going. Shout out to my home team or the home team. You know, it's our support systems and people that are supporting us day in, day out. Man, you are loved. You are appreciated. Shout out to my babies. Man, I've had a wonderful summer, man. I'm sad that it's coming to an end, but I can't. I will honestly say that, man, I had a good time watching my kids grow. Shout out to my mom, my stepfather, man, and all parties involved and helping me out when I needed the help with them. And as always, man, mental health is real. Myself and Reg, we may not be subject matter experts when it comes down to it, but I can assure you, before you harm yourself or you harm others, please tap into the Unapologetic Pod on IG and or Facebook or our individual Facebooks and IG, and I can assure you who will get you the help that you need. Other than that, big dog, you already know what's going on with me. Different toilet, same shit.
Absolutely. Want to give a shout out to your little man once again. Yep. On that B day, I know we had a ball. When you had sent me that text, I was like, and it was crazy you sent me that text because I hit Facebook and I'm like, oh shit, it's not birthday. I was like, because it said 1 year ago, and I was like, oh, okay.
We were at the jump house.
Yeah. And that video popped up, him falling in the pit.
Yeah.
He wasn't scared, right?
Nah, hell no.
Is taught or learned, one of them things. Yeah. But yeah, shout out to him, man. You know, happy birthday. And appreciate you as always, man. Like to give a shout out to my support system, my fam. Love y'all, my baby girls. Good luck to you, Shania, in this first school year or first year at VCU. Have a ball, have fun, and just live life. No regrets. Passion just texted me actually while we was on and showed me her grades. She just completed her first year, well, a little while ago, but she just got her grades back. But yeah, so I'm proud of my girls, man, and what they're doing. And Luna's getting ready for school. Luna will be going to school, I think, next week as well, starting school. So yeah. Kindergarten. She just yep, she'll be in kindergarten.
Crazy.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, everybody else that continues to support us and listen to us, watch us, we appreciate it. Thank y'all for rocking with us. As always, we're unapologetic, we're unfiltered. Dre Reg, y'all know who we are and what we do. We appreciate y'all.
You know what it is. Thanks for listening to another episode of Unapologetic, the podcast. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Better follow me.